I'm Jane Gibbon, and on behalf of Elizabeth and I, welcome to Lift as You Climb. We're really happy to see all of you this evening. This is our first event post-pandemic.
We're just pleased to get people together face-to-face and networking again.
A huge thank you already to Micah Curry and to Fidelity for welcoming us this evening. Micah is an author, an editor, and an investment commentator and our host tonight. Micah started her career as a journalist in South Africa and has worked for a number of publications, including the FT. She's now and just recently promoted into the head of personal finance and markets content for Fidelity International. And last week, she was named Expert of the Year at the Headline Money Award. So it is our absolute pleasure to have Micah here to talk about women and money. So welcome, Micah, to the stage.
Thank you. We all know that the pandemic has had a disproportionate impact on many groups, most notably the youth, ethnic minorities, but it has had the most profound impact on half the population, and that half is women. And actually, I wrote a column on this for the Financial Times, and the first thing I got was a lot of men saying, how can you say that? That's so insensitive. COVID has killed more men than women. Yes, that's true. But from an economic and a social point of view, COVID has had a much worse impact on women. And while it's important to focus on what women earn in comparison to men, which matters, it's equally important to focus on what women have and keep in comparison to men, which arguably matters more. We have to address that. We have to get women to invest. What I would like everyone to think about is, what are the barriers stopping you from investing? Or the women you know, you might all be investors. What has stopped you from saying, okay, I'm going to invest?
I think the two things that Micah mentioned that are really important is getting our kids to understand compound interest and understanding how compound interest makes it really expensive to have credit card debt.
The key takeaway from the talk, which I hadn't thought about before, was the idea of the pink tax, which I just hadn't thought about. I hadn't considered that it's weird that men's shirts are cheaper than women's shirts, and the relation to that of maybe why higher costs would make women be a bit more sort of risk averse with money.
I think inherently we don't quite understand the risk of now versus the future. You know, kids, schools, etc. And we're not actually weighing it against the risks of our own prosperity in the future.
On my to-do list this year was financial independence, so I think it's really great to have lots of different like-minded women, but also different women together so we can discuss what it means to be financially independent.